What's going on everyone, Nick here and welcome back to the channel. So this news kind of dropped out of nowhere and it's probably going to surprise a lot of people. Fede Alvarez has officially revealed he will not be directing Alien Romulus 2. So the sequel for Alien Romulus had been talked about to begin production sometime this October, which would be next month, but it seems like that will no longer be the case as the film is now currently searching for a new director. While speaking with the outlet 2Fab at the opening night ceremony for the Universal Studios Hollywood Horror Nights, Fede Alvarez talked about the sequel for Alien Romulus. And he said, quote, "We just finished the script actually for a sequel to Romulus, but I think I'm gonna pass the torch on this one as director. I think that's usually what has happened, except for Ridley, filmmakers come, you make one, and you pass the baton on to the next one. But we wrote the story because we really love what we started with Romulus and we want to continue the story, we love the story, and now we just want to find a director that really wants to go for the jugular." Alvarez went on to explain why he isn't directing the sequel, saying, quote, "I want to work on a personal project that me and my co-writer, we've been keeping on the back burner for a while and we feel now is the right time to go and work on an original property, but I can't tell you anything about it." So like I mentioned earlier, the sequel to Alien Romulus had been talked about to begin production sometime in October, but it's possible that there was a loss in translation thing going on with the actual timetable of the film because he had done the interview with an international outlet and the interview had to be translated as via a podcast, and they talked about October. He kept bringing up October, but perhaps what he meant was that he had hoped that the film would be in production sometime in October, not actually filming. You know, filming and production are two different things. Production is when they get all the sets together, they start creating the monsters, concept art, stuff like that, casting, getting locations down. The filming probably wouldn't have happened until sometime next year for a release date in 2027. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, to me, this is kind of shocking news because, Romulus did so well. It got a lot of fan reception, got good critic reviews. It did well at the box office as well, monetarily. And it seemed like everything was going well for Fede Alvarez and he was really excited about doing another film. But it seems like he doesn't want to actually direct it this time. He's going to be passing along and just serving as an executive producer alongside Ridley Scott, shepherding in a new director to take over for the story this time. So, that's pretty interesting to me. I'm kind of two minds of this. I liked a lot of things about Romulus, but I personally felt it was a little bit too retreading of things that we had seen in the previous movies, but it makes perfect sense to me why they had to do it that way, and I'm sure it was a studio decision because the reception to Prometheus and Covenant was very divided. Covenant didn't really do that well at the box office, so it was a long time between Covenant to Romulus, and it was kind of in limbo, it was in darkness, and I think that the studio really wanted this kind of crowd pleaser movie similar to Star Wars The Force Awakens, where it got fans back on board and then they could go in a different direction with the franchise. Now hopefully the sequel to Romulus ends up better than The Last Jedi ended up, but that remains to be seen. So like I said, share your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think of the news? Did you like Fede Alvarez's direction for Alien Romulus? Are you excited to see someone else come in, take the reins this time around, or are you bummed out that Fede is not coming back for the sequel? And what would you like to see most out of the sequel's storyline? Where would you like to see the characters of Rain and Andy go in this one? There's a lot of ground they could explore, certainly, and it seems like they're really gearing up to a crossover event with the Predator franchise, as we've seen that the trailer for Badlands really establishes that they are trying to connect the universes and lead up to a new AVP movie of some sorts. If you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I drop new content. If you want to hit me up on social media, you can find me in the links down below. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys next time.